Thrand here, and we're here with a very special package. As usual, it's that time of year again where Jarl Tim will send us more blades or more weapons or items from Medieval Shoppe, and we've got a package of 4 swords, a dirk, and an axe. And the reason I know this is because he tightly packed this. He went through meticulous methods of putting this together with tape, bubble wrap, plastic wrap, foam, cardboard. There was no way we'd be able to open this for you for the first time and present these to you. It would have taken an hour, and then the editing it out wouldn't be worth it. So I was like, So we've got it all ready to present to you right here, and I'm going to pull out the first blade. This is one that I had asked Jarl Tim to send me. I was very interested in the 13th century riding sword. He states in his write-up that it's mostly a one-handed sword due to the very unusual pommel shape. If you look in old artwork, you will see this style of pommel. There's not a lot of surviving examples, but Roland Warzeka had a very unique idea about it. These swords have very long blades and usually really tight handles, sometimes tighter than this one actually. And what he believed was an ergonomic shape to use it in a method hand and a half. So it might have been an early predecessor to the actual long swords from the time period, the late 13th century. So I believe that's very true. It's possible. I mean, it's a very good possibility. I'd like to test that out. I think it would be a lot of fun. Also, you can tell the blade length it has and the way it's actually very well balanced for one-handed, that you have good reach with it, and it would actually be good as a cavalry sword, which most people would have ridden horses at the time, like knights and so on. Speaking of that, let's go into our Templar Sword. We have the Templar Sword. It has a beautiful cross on the wheel disc pommel. It looks like the Eucharist that you would normally see in the Catholic Church. And it actually has Latin inscripted on it that says, "In hoc signo vinces," which in this sign you'll get victory or gain victory. This is the way I interpret it, the best I can interpret it. And it's a beautiful blade. It's a hefty blade. This is something very reminiscent of the movie Kingdom of Heaven. When you see in there where they have the very large swords and they're fighting in full mail and they're using them hand and a half in the high posture, this blade is something heavy like that. I'm very impressed by the girth of it and the weight. I think that it's going to perform very well. It's going to be a lot like our Middle-earth sword that we tested, the Boromir sword, which I think it'll cleave some heads in twain, if you ask me. I really, really do. It's going to be fun to test out. It's one that Elgrim likes quite a bit. Set this out real quick. Another blade we have here. This is the Type 6 pattern-welded Viking blade. According to Jarl Tim, it's folded 9 times from the Hillside Forge. And it's actually peened, but this piece is peened on separately. The actual back, these are 2 separate pieces, which is very, very historically accurate in that part. These are usually 2 pieces. It's got a beautiful fuller and the work into it. If you look at it, it's supposed to have 256 layers, and it's 2 steels. So, I mean, it's a beautiful sword, and if it's anything like the others we tested, it's going to perform extremely well. And it has a really good balance. It's quite different shaped. It's still a Type 10 blade, but I think it's my favorite right now. I think it's going to be performing excellently. And then Elgrim is extremely proud of this blade. We have the sword that we couldn't find online when I went to document which one he'd sent us. I believe that this is the Godfed sword. Oh, they'll say Godfred. I say Godfred because that's probably more how it was pronounced in the Viking Age, probably named after King Godfred. I've seen other companies make designs like this, but this is a very exceptionally well-made one. I like it. It feels great in the hand. It's a lighter blade. For the cast blow, it should work great. It comes extremely sharp, and I love the blade geometry on this one. It feels good in the hand. It's going to be really fast and really light and quick. We should test that one out soon if we can. We're going to find out in a minute here which one you all think we should do. See what I have now. Oh, something that's one of my favorites. We have a Bollock Dagger. Bollock or Bollock Dagger. And just like the name implies, it's a ball dagger. Or that's a kind of a rude, crass name. That's why in the Tudor era they actually didn't allow them to use that name. And it normally was worn right here in the center of the belt. Just like the Scottish dirk. This is the predecessor to it. It's a beautiful blade. It has 3 small fullers and a sharp edge on the back. And it's a very broad blade. It looks a lot like some of the early sax-type blades except for the Bollock handle. I think it's going to be a good dagger. I know we just tested a lot of them, so it might be burn on it, but if you want to vote on this one, let us know in a little while for what we'll be doing next. And we have the Viking bearded axe is what I would call it. And it's got a nice hammer on the back and the classic design on the actual socket. And this is a nice broad beard, so it'll perform very well as a tool or a weapon. This is very much a tool and a weapon. You could build a ship with this. Your old Tim actually wanted to see some throwing with it. I said try to throw it like Thor himself. So we will try our best to do that. We will do some throwing with it, some work with it, and test it as a weapon as usual. So if y'all are interested in this or any of the other weapons, just be sure and let us know which one you're into, which one you want us to test, and be sure and put that down below. A little recap of them. We have the, I'm calling it right now, so as well you know, the Godfed Sword or the Godfed Sword. We've got the Bollock Dagger, the axe I just showed. We have our pattern welded Viking sword, which is very beautiful as well. We have the 13th century riding sword as well. And last but not least, we have the Templar Sword. Which, like I said, this would be great for any kind of ceremonies. If you're in Knights of Columbus, you do Templar reenactment, whatever, what have you. It'd be really nice for that. Very beautiful blade. Oh, and don't forget, as far as I know, the deal where you buy 2 blades and get the 3rd blade for free of charge, added into the shipping, I mean just thrown into the package, all you have to do is mention Thrand or the Thegn Thrand YouTube channel and tell them about the buy 2 blades, get 1 free. As long as it's of equal or lesser value, your old Tim will throw that in. It just has to be a blade. It can be a dirk, it can be a dagger, or it can be a sword, a saber, what have you, as long as it's the cheapest of the 3 blades. Now, don't add it up in the actual list, the product list, and pay for it. Be sure and put 2 on there and list the one of lesser value, and he will include it. If he can include it and it's in stock, he'll just throw it in free of charge, no extra shipping or additional handling or anything. So don't forget that. That's actually a really good deal, and I hope you enjoyed our little presentation. Farewell.
Hey, this is Elgrim. Thank you for watching YouTube channel Thegn Thrand. Be sure to click that subscribe button down below and subscribe to our channel. All the subscribers we can get help our channel grow and help us to improve our content, so be sure and do that for us. Like this video and others. Be sure and check us out on Facebook at Thrand and Elgrimer's Well of Remembrance. That's our like page on Facebook. Also, find us on our closed group. You can type that into the Facebook search engine. That is the Thegn Thrand YouTube boat crew. We got a lot of artisans there and a lot of craftsmen and people of different walks of life and different people of academic skill. So it's a great group where you can get together and learn all kinds of stuff about living history and anthropology, weaponsmithing, all kinds of stuff. So check that out. That's the Thegn Thrand YouTube boat crew on Facebook. Don't forget, you can always help us grow our channel through your donations. You can donate at www.patreon.com/Thrand. And you can also donate through our PayPal. That's thagnThrand@yahoo.com. Be sure to send an email along to us at either the thagnThrand@yahoo.com or thagnThrand@gmail.com to tell us what you'd like for us to do with your funds. Also, you can email us at both of those addresses if you have any items you'd like to donate for us to test. Whether you're a craftsman or a vendor, you can do that. Also, don't forget, guys, we got that Medieval Shoppe deal, so you want to get in on that. That's buy 2 blades, get 1 of equal or lesser value for free. Make sure to mention Thrand's name. Do not put it in the shopping cart as one of your items. Mention Thrand's name and the item, and our sponsor at Medieval Shoppe will throw it in for you. And thank you for watching again, and stay tuned for more here at YouTube channel Thegn Thrand. Farewell.